by picking this fight and wanting to be rivals with Caitlin Clark, it just magnifies how little skill Angel Reese actually has. She needs to wave the white flag as it relates to Caitlin Clark and become Caitlin Clark's BFF on an opposing team. That would be the smart play.
What is up, world? Welcome back. Charge the Game podcast, and Jason Whitlock lets it go on Angel Reese, and we're here to react. Now, we know that Angel Reese has been facing a lot of backlash, especially from her performance this past weekend. Indiana Fever come into town on Angel Reese's home court. No racial slurs being yelled or slammed towards Angel Reese's direction. No victimizing here. We all know that Tyler Marsh bit the bullet. It's everybody's fault except Angel Reese. But I will tell you this. Angel Reese may have bitten off more than she can chew, immaturely trying to be the villain of the WNBA. Going out there saying things like people aren't just watching the WNBA because of Caitlin Clark. They are watching it because of her too. Has come back to bite her in the ass because she simply does not have the skill set that makes her remotely close to what Caitlin Clark is. And this is embarrassing, guys, because even the fans know it. The team knows it. And what's happening to Tyler Marsh? He's falling on the sword every single game, guys. Every single game is Tyler Marsh saying, we got to get better for Angel. I don't understand how a whole team has to get better for someone who simply is not the best person on the team. And then you have Cardoza, who has a low motor only when she's on the court with Angel Reese, because I feel like she's just overplaying with Angel Reese the same way HBL is. And now that Vandersloot is down, unless they sign somebody that's, pretty good or that can fill that void in that position, this thing is going to get really, really ugly for Angel Reese. I mean, it's to the point now, you guys see the video I made. Candace Parker is coming out calling it like she sees it. Because at the end of the day, you cannot get behind a bad brand of basketball. And so many people are going out of their way to protect Angel Reese. And you just simply can't do it anymore. And this whole rival thing, guys, it's not going to be able to work if Angel Reese isn't showing up to do her part. If Angel Reese isn't skillful enough to separate herself from mediocrity. Because best believe, guys, I've started watching more and more WNBA games. This league is full of talent. These women are pretty good. What Angel Reese has done has painted such a huge target on her back. She's not safe from the media any longer. She definitely never was safe from the fan base, especially Caitlin Clark fans or Indiana Fever fans. And now, guys, even her own fan base, they know the truth. But Jason Whitlock, he has some things to say.
Now she's turning herself into a laughingstock. All anyone ever does is compare Angel Reese to Caitlin Clark. By picking this fight and wanting to be rivals with Caitlin Clark, it just magnifies how little skill Angel Reese actually has. And now she's becoming a meme. And instead of people respecting her for her rebounding ability, her competitiveness, all anyone does is clown her because she has no offensive game. She needs to wave the white flag as it relates to Caitlin Clark and become Caitlin Clark's BFF on an opposing team. That would be the smart play.
Become Caitlin Clark's BFF. Wow. With this type of energy, guys, it may be too far, too little, too late. And what do I mean by that, guys? Angel Reese, man, you have torched your bridge when it comes to that. You don't have the same energy when it comes to other players in the WNBA. Whoever her PR team is has let the villain idea, the whole villain narrative go to her head. And now, even with Caitlin Clark out of the game, she had nothing, no excuses. If Caitlin Clark would have played this past Saturday, she probably would have tried to pull a move like this to shift the narrative on that beatdown. Who knows, guys? The beatdown may have been even worse, guys. But shout out to Ari McDonald, man, who can, rest assuredly, guys, can definitely give Caitlin Clark the resting time she needs, because she has been nothing short of sensational. But waving the white flag isn't in Angel Reese's DNA right now, because the whole Chicago Sky organization has done a very great job of making her, in the words of Candace Parker, a pseudo star not a superstar. She believes in her head that she is just the superstar that Caitlin Clark is, and that is simply not the truth. So she's not going to wave the white flag. And I know that it hurt her soul. Caitlin Clark was not in the game because she couldn't change the narrative, make anything racial. Did you guys see how Caitlin Clark was signing so many autographs in the home of Angel Reese, home court, Chicago Sky fans, but they only wanted to see Caitlin Clark? What does that say? Right? What does that say, guys? It highlights the reality of the fact that they just are two different players. This isn't a real rivalry, and the WNBA needs to pivot off of this Angel Reese situation, because I foresee, guys, Angel Reese is going to quit this team or request a trade because she's not going to continue to want to get clowned. She's not going to want to bear the blame, and it's going to eventually be too much for Angel Reese. Truthfully, guys, that's what I think. She allowed Kennedy Carter, players like Vandersloot, right? You had the whole team last year who only made sure Angel Reese was relevant by stat padding with her and helping her do it. This season is different, guys. You don't have Kennedy Carter here to hide those blemishes. You don't have Vandersloot here to even make you lose closely, guys. They were losing in close games because of Vandersloot. And now you don't have that. So now you're supposed to be the number one on the team, right? And every game is going to highlight how bad you are. If you are not able to be any impact on offense, guys, this team has no identity right now, guys. I mean, they don't have a true one. Angel Reese has definitely bitten off way more than she can chew, and it's showing every single game, man. The way she's a highlight reel right now, showing up. People have blooper highlight reels of Angel Reese. The guy that goes bang is hilarious. And it seems like Angel Reese cares more about her podcast, Twerking with Sexy Red, and her game day outfits. Could you guys imagine showing up dressed like Cruella de Vil, like an American gangster? Like you're really about to make a statement, and the only statement you made was a blowout. It's humiliating, and Angel Reese, sooner or later, she's going to have to realize that she's going to have to you're going to have to wave that white flag. If this is the best we're going to get, it's not going to work, guys. Angel Reese, mark my words, man. Once Angel Reese is traded or she's on a team where she's forced to come off of the bench because her skill set just isn't good, I believe that's when Angel Reese is going to realize that I should have probably been more friendly towards Caitlin Clark, right? The Chicago Sky have simply created a monster without even knowing it. She's been awarded a shoe deal, obviously, guys. And kids don't want to wear shoes if you're not a great player. I think I read a report where some shelter returned all of her merchandise. Angel Reese, man, she's going to have to take a back seat to save face. Seriously, it's what I foresee happening. But you guys let me know what you think. Do you believe Angel Reese should throw in the white flag? Guys, do you guys believe that Angel Reese at this point, it's just not making any sense for her to even want to compete or keep up in this rivalry? And I get it, guys. Angel Reese is passionate. She has grit. But none of that matters if it doesn't transpire, if it doesn't affect the win column when it comes to wins and losses. Okay? So I want you guys to tell me what y'all think. Do you guys agree with Jason Whitlock that she needs to wave the white flag and save herself from all this embarrassment? What do you see the rest of this season looking like for the Chicago Sky, as the season just got going and it's going to be a long season, guys? Let me know your thoughts, your comments, and your concerns. Thank you guys for watching. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Hit the like, share, and notification bell for future content. Peace.